In Chapter 10, we are going to work on solving equations that have a lot more things going on than just add, subtract, multiply, or divide to solve. So you can see we're going to start with two-step equations. We've already come across these a couple times this year. The key way that I want you to think about it is that there's going to be something superglued to the variable, either a number directly attached to it or a number being divided from it. And there'll be something that is velcroed to the variable, added or subtracted. For the most part, we're going to undo velcro before superglue. There will be a few times we have to get outside of that box. We'll deal with those when we get to them. So let me show you how this works. First example here, we have p fourths plus 5 equals 13. To solve this, I'm going to want to subtract 5 from both sides of this equation. That'll give me p fourths is equal to 8. I then want to multiply both sides by 4. Might be a little difficult for me to show over here. On the left side, the 4's cancel. P is equal to 8 times 4 is 32. Okay. All we're doing here, guys, is adding and subtracting and multiplying or dividing. It's just a matter of doing it in the right order. On my second example here, I have this 1.8 equals negative 2.5 m minus 1.7. We will start by adding 1.7 to both sides. On the right side here, that cancels out. 1.8 plus 1.7 is 2.5. And that's equal to the negative 2.5m. I have a number times m, so I will divide by negative 2.5. Positive divided by a negative is negative. Anything divided by itself is 1. And the right-hand side is m. You'll forgive the slight whining in the background. My dog thinks it's a good time to go for a W-A-L-K, and yes, I have to spell it because if I say it, she'll go crazy. For the next example, we have k plus 4 all divided by 9 equals 6. And this is going to be one of the rare times where we're not going to undo the addition or subtraction first. When addition or subtraction is contained in a fraction, we have to get rid of the fraction first. So here, we're going to start with multiplying both sides by 9, which I can't draw very well on that edge of the screen. On the left side, the 9 that we're multiplying by cancels with the 9 that's being divided, and we have k plus 4. On the right side, 6 times 9 is 54. And when we subtract 4 from both sides to finish solving this, we'll get k is equal to 50. Okay. The next problem is back to being kind of normal. We have n divided by 3, whole thing plus 7 equals 22. So we will subtract 7 from both sides. That leaves me with n over 3 equals, 15. I will multiply both sides by 3, and n is equal to 45. I invite you to pause the video and attempt the last two problems. For the next to last problem, I'm going to subtract 6.6 from each side to start us off. And let's see, 6.6 take away 2.7. It's going to be negative, that's for sure. Let's see, 4.6, how about 3.9? Negative 3.9 equals negative 1.3m. I will divide both sides by negative 1.3. Negative divided by a negative is positive. 3.9 divided by 1.3 is just 3. So 3 equals m. And the last example here is another one of those goofy guys where we have to start by getting rid of the fraction. So I will multiply both sides by 3. Those bits cancel, leaving me with y minus 4 equals 27. I will add 4 to both sides, and y is equal to 31.